Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS2 News at 5 p.m.
Thousands salute a hero who gave his life to save others inside the Borderline Bar and Grill just a week ago today. Ventura County Sheriff Sergeant Ron Heelys now lies in his final resting place. It was an emotional day for everyone involved and everyone who was touched by the tragedy in Thousand Oaks.
Today, they paid tribute to a husband, father, son, and to many a dear friend. And
CBS 2's Dave Lopez is live at Calvary Community Church in Westlake Village, where the ceremony took place. Dave?
He was eulogized as a man who loved helping people, who loved being a sheriff deputy, and who was a very deeply religious man who believed in a creator. All of those things came into play today as they said goodbye to him. Ron Helus was 54 years old, a sergeant with the Ventura County Sheriff's Department, 29 years on the job, who in the eyes of so many died a hero on November 8th.
If you called him a hero, he'd probably laugh at you, and he would say he was just doing his job.
On the phone with his wife, he got a call, told her, "Honey, I got a call, I got to go. I love you." A short time later, he dashed into the Borderline Bar and Grill to confront an active shooter. He killed.
He entered the nightclub with no other purpose than to defend the defenseless and to save their lives. And lives he did save.
Calvary Community Church, all 3,000 seats in Westlake Village, packed. Packed with law enforcement from all over the country, from people in the community, many who didn't even know this sergeant. They were there to pay tribute, to say thank you. And as Pastor Steve Day said, this isn't a funeral, it's a celebration of life. And he asked the congregation, if Sergeant Ron Helus ever touched your life in any way, please stand up and give him an ovation. Everyone stood. They talked about his sense of humor, that he was nicknamed Ronbo when he was on the SWAT team. And he was meticulous about being prepared and keeping people safe.
Ron actually took the time to scout locations in Thousand Oaks that could be the targets of a mass shooter. He recognized that even though it's a safe community, that something like that could strike anywhere.
He leaves his 24-year-old son, Jordan, and his wife of 30 years, Karen, who wrote a letter to him that was read by Pastor Charlie Maloney.
I'm so proud of you and the kind of person you were. I will miss you and your hugs and our life together. Rest now, sweetie. Save a place up there for me, and I will see you again.
And on this date, November 15th, 1987, is when Helus had his first date with his wife. 31 years later, to the exact date, she has to say goodbye. From Westlake Village, Dave Lopez, CBS 2 News.
Whoa. All right, Dave, thank you. Survivors of the Borderline shooting and their families also came out to honor Sergeant Helus today. One mom said she credits him with saving her daughter's life.
More than anything, we're here to honor Ron. I mean, my legs are wobbly right now just talking to you guys, reliving the fact that I was on the phone with my daughter while the gunshots were still ringing. So it's very difficult, but at the same time, it's an honor to be here.
He's a hero in every definition. We'll forever honor him and remember him for saving so many lives, including my sister's.
As Dave Lopez was saying, an overflow crowd of more than 4,000 people attended today's ceremony, many of them watching from overflow rooms outside the church sanctuary.
We have breaking news to tell you about now. Model and actress Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with Sean Diddy Combs, has been found dead.
Stu Mendel live over the Porter's home, I should say, in Toluca Lake. Stu?
Well, that's right. It's actually out here at Toluca Lake at the corner of Woodbridge and Arcola. Now, apparently earlier this evening, the actress and model Kim Porter, who, as you said, shares 3 children with the music icon P. Diddy, was found here, passed away this afternoon. Now, they're saying that she did pass away from an illness, and it is natural causes. Right now, though, we do see a lot of activity at the house as friends and family are arriving and departing. departing the home. Again, though, we understand that the model actress Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with the music mogul P. Diddy, did pass away this afternoon. Live in Sky 2 over the Toluca Lake area. I'm Stu Mandel. Back to you two in the studio.
All right, thank you, Stu. Now, a firefighter from Washington State is recovering after a pickup truck ran over him while he was taking a break from battling the Woolsey fire. It happened near Deer Creek Road in PCH around 12:30 last night. The driver, who lives in the area, was surveying the damage when he ran over the sleeping firefighter. Lieutenant Terry Geiselman was sleeping in a field next to his truck. He suffered injuries to his chest and left side of his body. Now, they're not life-threatening injuries. Geiselman is recovering at Los Robles Regional Medical Center in Thousand Oaks. The driver, 50-year-old Clay Bush, was not cited. Meantime, firefighters are making real progress today on the Woolsey fire now that the winds are calming down. That fire is now 57% contained. More than 98,000 acres have burned. It destroyed about 500 homes and buildings. Nearly 100 others were damaged. Evacuations have been lifted in another section of Malibu. 3 people have died in that fire. The 3rd victim is identified as a 73-year-old retired oncologist. And Governor Jerry Brown and Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke toured the burned out areas of Malibu today. Brown stressed there will always be fires. They agreed cities have to take a step-by-step approach by coming up with new and better plans to prevent fire from growing into major disasters.
We're going to have to manage our forests better. We're going to have to build our cities more smartly. We're going to have to build shelters so that people can escape when these terrible fires get out of hand.
We're a great nation. This is not a Republican or Democrat issue. This is an American issue, and we should address it as such.
Now, President Trump will visit Northern California on Saturday to speak with victims of the Camp Fire. The White House hasn't announced if he will visit victims here in Los Angeles.
Donations keep pouring in for the fire victims, but with or without financial help, there's still a big question. Where do they go from here? CBS 2's Randy Page is live at an assistance center in Thousand Oaks where there's help to figure out some of those daunting decisions. Randy?
Jeff, a tremendous amount of help. Let's take a walk here so I can show you some of the resources that are here for those who desperately need it. Not only the Department of Insurance and Contractor State License Board to make sure people who try to fix your home do a good job, but the basic things, Salvation Army for clothes, support to try to, housing support to try to find a place to live, free counseling from the County Public Health Department, and money, grant money from both the state and the federal government to help out. And finally, look at this. This is the California Department of Motor Vehicles. No lines here, at least not today so far. If you need to get your driver's license or car registration, they can take care of it for you. I want to introduce you to a man we met here earlier, a realtor who lived in the Seminole Springs Mobile Home Park. Let me show you what his home looks like. This is what the condition was when after he left his home, literally got out with the clothes on his back. He was here looking for help. Here's some of what he told us earlier today.
I walked out of there with the clothes on my back. I need clothes, I need a shower, I need things of that nature. Basic necessities. It's survival mode at this point.
We watched as James Collins went from one provider to another. The Salvation Army for clothes, housing support for a roof over his head, the Department of Motor Vehicles for a new driver's license. His old one was burned up in the fire.
So let me ask you, most immediate needs, shelter, roof over your head. Any progress there?
Yeah, definitely shelter covered, definitely clothes. Give me the resources I need to go. Here's where you go, and here's what you do, and here's how you do it. Yes, the DMV, the insurance department, the Hall of Records, all the above are really, that's going to be a great thing.
And even more, look, you got water here, also toys for the kids, something for the kids to do while mom and dad are busy trying to take care of their most immediate needs as well as snacks. Now, we are live at the main library on Jans Road in Thousand Oaks. They'll be open here till 7 o'clock tonight every weekday and 9 to 5 o'clock on the weekends. It's really worth coming down if you need some help. A lot of answers and a lot of help. And best thing of all, it's all free. Let's go back to you.
All right, Randy. Boy, that's terrific. Those people really need it, and they will for some time.
Oh, absolutely.
But we're getting a big assist in the weather department.
Yeah, boy, things have really settled down for us. And everybody up at Thousand Oaks, such great people up in Ventura County. They're good to help you out up there. 70 degrees right now. Everything is quiet. I'm so grateful to be able to say that. Winds are calm. Humidity downtown low, but it will recover throughout the area. Low 70s pretty much everywhere. 61 up into the high deserts. We're getting a little bit of sea breeze right now just by the immediate shore. But look at the humidity. Much better. Camarillo, 51%, 78% Oxnard, 47 at LAX. Out towards the IE, still way down there, but better than what we've seen. At least we are out of single digits. All right, we will get you into the weekend. That's all coming up just a little bit. Plus, we are still possibly tracking some rain as we head towards Thanksgiving. We'll show you all that in just a few minutes. Back to you guys.
All right, Garth, thanks very much. LA City Councilman Jose Huizar has been stripped of his committee assignments because of an FBI investigation. Agents searched his home and his offices last week, but wouldn't say what they were looking for. Council President Herb Wesson removed Huizar from 4 committees and said the city will be better served with these changes. Huizar's attorney says his client has scaled back his activities to assess the situation, but he still plans to be back at work next week. Huizar is also being sued by 2 former staff members who accuse him of ethics violations. He has denied all of the allegations.
Well, after a brief break, the president went back to his attack on the Russia investigation with a series of tweets.
Those tweets, plus a major move at the Justice Department, has Capitol Hill once again scrambling to protect counsel Robert Mueller.
Well, CBS2 political reporter Dave Bryan is here with the bipartisan campaign to get that done and the big league resistance to get that done.
That's right. And since day one, let's face it, this has been clouded by controversy, this investigation. Now that it appears to be in the closing phase, that is still the case. With some indications that the Russia investigation may be moving into its final phase, concern has been growing, especially among Democrats, that there might be a move to shut down or at least rein in the special counsel. And that's the issue rocking the nation's capital tonight.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.
All smiles at the White House this morning as the president honored veterans and military families. But earlier, President Trump went on a Twitter tirade over special counsel Robert Mueller. He tweeted, "The inner working of the Mueller investigation is a total mess. They have found no collusion and have gone absolutely nuts. They're screaming and shouting at people, horribly threatening them to come up with the answers they want. They are a disgrace to our nation." Some are worried that Trump loyalist Matthew Whitaker, whom the president appointed as acting attorney general and overseer of the Russia probe, will interfere with it.
The president continues to wage an all-out campaign to obstruct the Mueller investigation.
Now there's a campaign on Capitol Hill to protect Mueller, primarily by Democrats. But GOP Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona vowed he would vote not to confirm any of the president's judicial nominees unless a bipartisan bill protecting Mueller's investigation gets a floor vote, which was rejected by Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
This bill is designed to do one thing: protect the integrity of the special counsel's investigation.
And Democrats will try to add this proposal to the must-spending pass bill because we believe it's so important for our democracy.
Republican Senator Orrin Hatch says putting that bill to a vote is a bad idea.
It's better to just let the system work because nobody's going to push him out.
But the president this morning was attacking Mueller again, calling him highly conflicted.
That's different from firing him. And I think personally, I think it'd be really injudicious for the president to fire him.
But the fear that the president might fire Mueller and shut down the Russia probe is fueling those fighting to protect the special counsel. The Associated Press reporting that acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker assured South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham that the investigation will proceed. Several lawmakers are concerned about Whitaker's trashing of the probe in the past. Jeff, Pat, back to you.
Wow. Dave, thank you. Next at 5, a gun battle in the middle of the street.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
How a traffic stop suddenly erupts into a terrifying shootout and police pursuit.
Plus, there's a crackdown on flavored nicotine. The FDA is trying to keep tobacco away from teens, but will the ban also affect adults?
And fellas, we've got a new reason to put down that razor. How a beard could help boost your love life. Next at 5.